There's no denying that the Eagles offense struggled in the final three quarters against the 49ers. What I didn't expect when I dug into the tape was to be more frustrated by the first quarter offense than by the rest of the game. This is a true burn the tape game for the Eagles, but before we burn the tape, we've got to dive into it. So let's go to the video. On the first snap of the game, the 49ers give a light box look. And so we look at the box here. The 49ers have 6 defenders in the box because they have 2 safeties deep. The Eagles have 6 offensive linemen. You would call this a neutral box, except you also have to account for Jalen Hurts. As a runner, he's +1 in the box. So you could call this a neutral box. You can call it a light box. Either way, the 49ers have to be aware of their box count. And so the Eagles are going to run the perfect play on the first play of the game. It's going to be a play fake, and this safety is going to come screaming downhill in a run fit. He's responsible for a gap. And the Eagles are just going to run a tight end right at him, out to the corner. It's going to be open. It's a good play. It's a good fake executed here. Watch how he's coming downhill. Boom. Now we realize we've got a problem. We slam on the brakes. We're stumbling, trying to recover. Ball needs to come out. Put the ball upfield and give your tight end. I know it's your backup tight end. Put it upfield and give him a chance to make a play. He's got, what is this? He's on the 39. Guys, we'll say he's on the 30. He's got 2 yards of separation. Safety is looking the other direction. You just got to put this ball downfield and let your tight end go make a play. Is Hurts throwing this ball if it's Dallas Goedert? He's absolutely throwing this ball if it's Dallas Goedert. And he doesn't pull the trigger here. He's going to stand in the pocket. He's still looking at it. If you don't like it, get to the backside. On the backside, we've got a crosser to hold this safety, and then we've got this dig route to Devonta Smith. You could get to this backside and throw this dig route. You can throw the check down. It's not going to get you much, but it's a couple yards, and Hurts just stands in the pocket. And then he throws the check down late. DeAndre Swift gets hit. The ball's incomplete. That's just a really rough start to the game on a play that worked. The design was good. The execution was lacking. Now we've got a key third down. We're going to get everybody's favorite concept, or certainly the Eagles' favorite concept, crash. And again, I've drawn this one up so many times, but you've got the in route from the outside receiver. It's typically A.J. Brown. You have the corner route from the slot receiver. It's typically Dallas Goedert. He's injured, so it's obviously not going to be Dallas Goedert. But we're going to throw this route to A.J. Brown. On time, A.J. Brown breaks a tackle. Love Devonta Smith blocking downfield here. This is on the back side of this route, by the way. Devonta Smith is over here. The ball is never supposed to come his way, but watch him. He just runs downfield, and then he turns and finds A.J. Brown. This play's still going. Let's block. And he springs A.J. Brown for another 12 yards. Great effort there from Smith downfield. Good job running after the catch by Brown. This is one of the Eagles' money concepts, and it works here to convert the first third down of the game. Off to the races. This time the 49ers are going to bring pressure, and I want to talk about something from the back view in a moment, but for now we'll just say the slot corner comes, and you're going to have A.J. Brown that sort of runs a corner route, and you've got Quez Watkins running like a, I don't know if you call it like an angle route. It's like a slant, but he kind of stems outside, and Hurts is going to get this ball out ahead of pressure to Quez Watkins. So good job here, just getting the ball out in the face of pressure, and almost, I'm not sure if that was a first down or not. If not, it was almost a first down. But here's what I want to talk about. We talked about a lot in the Chiefs game, these a concept called a TE stunt. TE stunt is where your defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave here, is going to rush at the offensive tackle, and it allows the defensive end to come and then loop around to the inside. Now, what the Chiefs did a lot was they paired a blitzing slot corner. It was Trent McDuffie for the Chiefs. You can't see the slot corner. He's over here. He's coming off the edge, and it's a way to get 3 rushing against 3, but you're trying to occupy both the guard and the center with the looper and get a 2-on-1 on Lane Johnson. The Eagles were atrocious picking this up against the Chiefs. I thought they did a really good job here. And so let's watch the guard here. Let's watch what he does. So he's going to attack Hargrave, and as Hargrave starts to go and you get the looper coming inside, he stays with Hargrave. This is the mistake that was made by Cam Jurgens against the Chiefs. He would come back to the looper, and it left the 2-on-1. He stays with Hargrave. This is a good job because Lane needs to focus on the blitzing corner, so he stays with him. And you pick up this pressure, and you allow Jalen Hurts to get the ball out. That's really good stuff. It's a really good improvement from the offensive line. Now, one other thing I want to point out, Eagles fans hate that Kenny Gainwell plays so many snaps. Let me tell you why Kenny Gainwell plays so many snaps. Watch DeAndre Swift's attempt to block this linebacker. The part of the pressure that's tricky, the O-line does a great job picking up. DeAndre Swift lets his guy come free. This is why Hurts is under pressure. So watch this pass pro rep, just totally whiffs, direct path to the quarterback. That's why Kenny Gainwell plays so much. DeAndre Swift is a negative in pass protection. But I do really like that the offensive line adjusted to a look that Steve Spagnuolo put on film a couple weeks ago. It's good to see them picking that up week over week. This one's another bad rep on Hurts. Here's what we're going to get. Quez Watkins gets this little speed out motion. He's going to run a vertical route. Devonta Smith runs the out route. Devonta Smith is going to be open. He's not the only guy that's going to be open on this play. Jack Stoll's going to be open, running an over route, although it's not the best route, but we'll talk through that. Let's just roll it here, and I'll pause it in just a moment. Well, let's just watch it play out first. Hurts bails from the pocket. He's going to end up throwing. He throws it to the back pylon. It's going to be incomplete. That's a that's a my guy or nobody throwaway, and I'm fine with, that's a fine decision. But let's watch at the top of the screen. This is where Hurts opens up. You're looking to the top. Now, Devonta Smith is running this out route, right? He's breaking right now. And yes, Jordan Mailata is getting beat off the edge, but Hurts has already dropped his eyes. Like, look at this defender. Devonta Smith's breaking out. The window to throw this football is here. Jalen Hurts needs to pull the trigger on this throw. You've also got a safety whose hips are open this way with a tight end breaking over the middle. You can step up in the pocket, and you could throw this one. Now, I don't think Stoll does a good job. I think he should be getting over here, and instead he's going to kind of round this off a little too high. But there are options on this play to get the ball out if you step up in the pocket. This pressure off the left edge, it is what moves Hurts off his spot, but it shouldn't. Both of these throws are NFL open, and Hurts bails out of the pocket to the right. Everything in the play is going to the left, and A.J. Brown tries to turn the corner and get to the back pylon. Ball goes incomplete. These are the throws. These are the things that Hurts really needs to work on. And so watch again off the edge here. You're dropping your eyes right now. Just step up and deliver this out route. Deliver this over route. There's throws to be made. And Hurts was jittery in the pocket in this one, to say the least. Okay, let's talk about this 3rd and goal on the opening drive. Now, I understand why Jalen Hurts picks this matchup. You've got your guy, A.J. Brown, who makes so many plays for you one-on-one, right? There's not a safety over the top. So throwing this isolation ball to the back shoulder at the pylon, that looks appealing. My problem is it's 3rd down. Maybe that's a 2nd down play. But I understand the decision-making. I understand why he goes here. This is one-on-one. You like that. The thing is, as you see this play out, as you're thinking through this probably looks like cover one man of some sort, right? Maybe you could be doing some sort of zone, but that means we've got to have a linebacker responsible for the running back or getting out to the flat, one of the two, right? This is either a cover 1 safety or a cover 3 safety, so he's going to be over the middle. And so on this side, you either have 3 over 3 or with a spy, or you have, or a middle defender, or you have 4 over 3 with nobody in the middle and the potential to use your legs if nothing comes open. I think you take this, and Hurts isn't going to do it, and I just think this is the move. And as we roll the tape, you're going to see Devonta Smith gets open out of this. He's going to run like a kind of an angle route here. You got like a drag coming across the middle. You've got the tight end pushing vertically, trying to create space. And it's just to A.J. Brown all the way. But as you watch here, now the ball's already out. But if Hurts is reading the bottom side of this, this is open. Like number 2's coming this way. You've got Devonta Smith. You could put this ball in here. And I just don't particularly like the process to just automatically pick that. So we'll roll it again here. And it's not that the ball's already out, so this defender is not playing Devonta Smith. He's already running right now towards the middle of the field. Also, just a sidebar. Watch number 80 here. Laying the hammer on Fred Warner. Not sure what that's about, but I kind of like it. This is just one where I'd like to see you read out that three-person side. I think a little too locked in on A.J. Brown on this one. And again, I understand why. It's just not what I'd like to see Hurts do in that situation. Now we get on to the second drive, and we're going to run a shot play here. Play-action shot play. We've got A.J. Brown running this vertical route. We're going to have Devonta Smith running the deep in route. But our read here is the tight end who's going to run this out-breaking route. Trying to clear out the zone here to throw it to the tight end. It's going to be Albert O. Now, I'll cut Hurts a little slack on this one. He drops the snap, recovers it, and there's a guy right there. You might get a little panicky there. Everything's off script now. But this is the read. And you've got A.J. Brown working vertically, and you have nobody even close. Nobody's in the same zip code as Albert O. And you've recovered now. Like, you've hit your drop. And yes, this guy is coming, but he's 5 yards away from you. Put this ball on the sideline. It's where you're looking. And Hurts doesn't do it. He's going to turn it down, and he's going to run away from a defender that's 5 yards away at the time he could make the throw. And he throws it away. It's just bad quarterback play. And again, you drop the snap. Okay, you're a little frazzled, but he resets, and he's looking at it. And he turns it down, and he runs. And I just don't understand why. Thought that was another really bad rep there from Hurts. And listen, I'm not trying to kill Jalen Hurts. Watch my other All-22 videos. Don't be sending me hate mail. I've said at times he's played incredible football this year. Just a rough first quarter, and I didn't expect that when I turned on the film because I knew the Eagles scored twice in the first quarter. But I digress. Let's get to the next one here. We've got just going to run a little rub route. Really good job from Olamide Zaccheaus to interfere without interfering and get A.J. Brown open. And then again, I just want to draw your attention to Devonta Smith blocking downfield on the backside of this play. So first at the bottom here, runs at number 7 and gets out of the way. Don't run into him. That's easy offensive pass interference. You just influence him enough. Ball's out, and then Devonta Smith turning and blocking. Getting A.J. Brown 5-6 more yards. You love to see that. Devonta Smith might not be the best run blocker, but you cannot doubt his effort blocking downfield on these plays. I really love to see that. So top of the drop, boom, ball's out. That's easy. That's easy money. Something the Eagles need to incorporate more early on in games. It's halftime here on the channel. If you're enjoying this content, please be sure you hit that like button. You can follow me on Twitter at ShaneHalfNFL. I put out all 22 breakdowns for the Eagles every week. I have a whole NFL podcast, Chalk Talk, several other shows on there. Be sure you check out YouTube for all of my content. Now let's get back to our video. Now I showed you a negative example of DeAndre Swift in pass protection earlier to explain why Kenny Gainwell plays as much as he does. Let me show you a really good rep from Kenny Gainwell. So this is going to be a play action pass, and we're trying to set it up to look like a pin pull. So Kelsey's pinning. We've got Cam Jurgens pulling to the edge. Cam Jurgens is going to kick out this defensive end. At least that's the plan. We're trying to make this look like play action. Meanwhile, we're going to get a tight end up the seam, and we're going to get this curl route or this deep comeback route to Devonta Smith. Here's the problem. As we roll it, Cam Jurgens is going to trip over Jason Kelsey's feet. Boom. Has trouble getting out of his stance. Now, you've got an offensive lineman on the ground with a free rusher coming. I love Kenny Gainwell's response here. Like, Kenny Gainwell's supposed to be executing the play fake, right? He's going to go pick this guy up and give Cam Jurgens time to recover. Takes him out of the play. Jalen Hurts steps up, hits the ball downfield. That is a tremendous job by your running back on a responsibility that he was not supposed to have at the start of the play. You see him trip. All of a sudden, Kenny Gainwell's like, oh no, free runner. Boom. Takes him out of the play. Hurts stays calm, gets out of the pocket, moving to his left, and hits Devonta Smith. Think that's a really good job by Gainwell. Good job by Hurts to stay calm under pressure and get out of the pocket and make that play. Another key third down here. The Eagles motion Kenny Gainwell across the formation. This is looking like a cover 0 blitz, right? We've got 6 guys up on the line of scrimmage. We've got everybody lined up across from a receiving threat here. Obviously, you could do some sort of fire zone. You could bail guys out, but you have to be prepared for cover 0, and that's what they're going to run. And so you're going to get, we're going to get a slide to the left. We'll talk more about this on the backside. A slide to the left. We're going to free runner off of this side. Hurts is going to hit Devontae Smith kind of on this little curl route. He's hot. I think this is harder than it has to be, personally, throwing to the front side of this like that. It's so much easier for a quarterback. Like, you're trying to throw to Devonta Smith. It's so much easier to throw against the safety than against the outside corner in this situation. I think this is Julio Jones. I really wish all the receivers would wear different color cleats like A.J. Brown and make it a lot easier. Pretty sure this is Julio Jones. I would like to see just a little quick slant here. If you're hot, if this is the guy we're leaving free, I want the route on this side so we can look at him to see if he's coming and just throw it over him if he's there. That's typically how you'd structure this. This is a harder throw, but as you can see, there's no look here from, I think it's Julio Jones. Like, right now, if you're turning around right here to get the ball, I think that's the easy throw. The Eagles offense doesn't do that a lot, but credit to Hurts for standing in there with the guy screaming at his back, and he gets the ball out. So we look at the protection here. We are sliding this direction. So we're responsible like this. And then we've got a block right here. And Jordan Mailata is blocking MDM. He's blocking the most dangerous man, which is whoever comes inside. If one of these guys drops, he'll take the other one. If they both come, he's taking the most dangerous man, which would be your inside rusher. Outside rusher's got a little bit longer path. Gives you that extra tenth of a second to get the ball out. Everybody comes. You got to leave 92 unblocked. Hurts hit as he throws, but Devonta Smith picks up the first down. Good conversion. Harder than it had to be, but a good conversion. All right, this time the Eagles are going to run a little sit route to A.J. Brown. We got like a vertical corner releasing route here from the tight end and a flat route from the running back. Just want you to watch the anticipation with which Hurts throws this ball. So let's roll it here. I'll pause it when he separates to throw. He's throwing right now. Look where A.J. Brown is. Look at all of this. Now you've got hips turned this way, right? Guys attacking the flat. So, I mean, this is the right read. This is where you put the ball, but that's really quick processing to get the ball out. Also, it's annoying how good Fred Warner is at football and having to watch what the Eagles have at linebacker. Watch him bluff a blitz and then immediately bail over here and recognize what's happening. He makes this a pretty tight window throw. He just knows what's happening. Fred Warner, incredible football player. But I love Hurts throwing with anticipation there. Take the little play. Like, that's one of my criticisms at times, that the Eagles offense hunts for big plays too much. 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5 is fine. And it's a good job here to stay ahead of the sticks. This one ends up being a brutal sack. Just can't happen. Hurts is going to hold the ball for over 6 seconds before he takes the sack. There's going to be no safeties deep. There's like it's like there's 2 spies, but I'm sure one of them's playing a hook zone or something. They're worried about Hurts scrambling. It's only going to be a 4-man rush. And you're going to have A.J. Brown breaking across the field at the goal line. You're going to have Devonta Smith breaking across the field at the goal line. You got your 2 best receivers. You have no safety help over the top. You need one of these guys to win. And you need Hurts to throw the ball. Like, Devonta Smith has inside leverage here, and he's breaking inside. Like, this should clue you in. You could also try to throw this back pylon ball. We've already established we don't trust backup tight ends. But inside leverage with an inside breaking route, Hurts should be thinking right here, I'm going to throw it. And at the break, you just got to throw it. Like, is there a lot of separation? No. Can you put the ball out in front and let Devonta Smith try to go make a play? It's certainly better than taking the sack. Now, if he wants to turn it down, okay, that's fine. And you're pointing, you're trying to extend the play. At a certain point, this can't happen. You can't take a sack on this. And I know he slips, and he probably wouldn't have gone down with that defender there, but the ball just needs to come out. You got to live to play another down. I think you take the shot to Devonta Smith here. I don't fault Hurts for trying to make a play, but you absolutely cannot take a sack. That's a drive killer, and the Eagles had to settle for 3. So speaking of sacks that you just can't take, let's go to the next drive. This is going to be a play action max protect. We're blocking with everybody up here. 5 offensive linemen, 2 tight ends, a running back, 8 guys are blocking here. We're running a 2-man route combo. It's sort of like an in route and a deep comeback, I guess. I don't know what's going on. This is terrible in my opinion. You can see nothing's open, right? Can you rip this throw? Fred Warner says no. Safety looking at it says no. So you got one-on-one on the outside. Maybe you try to throw this route, this deep comeback route. They're sitting on that, right? It's not there. And so at this point that it's not there, get out of the pocket and throw the football away. You're not going to scramble drill with only 2 routes on the field, and the 49ers have all these defenders out here. There's nowhere to go. You're going to come forward, go deep. There's nothing to do. Just live to play another down. I'm begging you. Live to fight another down. Don't take an 8-yard sack on first down. That's awful QB play. There's so much time to get this ball out. There's so many options here. Like, right now, if it's not there, just get out of the pocket and throw the football away. But it becomes a huge negative play. 2nd and 10 is not the end of the world. 2nd and 18 pretty much is. This time you're going to have A.J. Brown on a comeback route, and you've got Devonta Smith on a little sit route. I want you to watch at the snap of the ball this defender. Hurts opens up this way. This is the 2-man concept he's reading. I just want you to watch how his hips open up at the start of this play. Boom, he's out. Like right now, you know he's concerned about A.J. Brown not paying attention to Devonta Smith. Like, as Hurts is backpedaling, you're now thinking, I'm going to throw this little route to Devonta Smith. Right there. Ball should already be out. Right? You hit the top of your drop, ball should be out. Safety's coming. Safety is 8 yards away. Put this ball right here, right? Maybe Devonta Smith breaks a tackle. If he doesn't, you've got 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, right? Instead, Hurts is going to turn it down. He rolls out of the pocket and he throws it away, and you get to a 3rd and long. It's there. You just got to take it. Be willing to take that little bitty play. And Hurts, this is the direction Hurts opens up. He should be reading this guy. Ball, boom, ball's out. Hurts is going to try to scramble, try to get out of the pocket and extend. There's just nothing there downfield. Now, if you're getting frustrated of watching Hurts do that, this play is why he does that. And sometimes it pays you off. And here I think it's a good decision that he doesn't take this quick throw right over the middle to Olamide Zaccheaus, right? It's not as clear with your hips opened here. You've got your safety starting to come down. This is also 3rd down, right? You don't want to throw a route on 3rd down that's 4 yards short of the sticks and doesn't have the opportunity to pick up the first down. And so I think it's the right decision in this context, in this situation. He gets out of the back of the pocket. He's going to extend, and he's going to find A.J. Brown on the sideline for the first down. There's good times to do it, and there's bad times to do it. And I just don't think Hurts was selective enough at times in this game. But thought this was a great rep from him. 3rd down, you should be off the field, but he uses his legs to buy you some time and pick up the first down. This is Hurts at his best when he's able to play like this. Now the Eagles get this timing passing game going. They love to attack with these deep comebacks. You're going to get Devonta Smith at the bottom of the screen running this deep comeback, and Hurts is going to hit it. Right? Hits the top of his drop. Boom. Ball's out. Devonta Smith, look at that separation. 2nd and forever becomes 3rd and manageable. And you love to see that. The ability to turn those plays over. See here, he sets his platform right where he wants to go. Ball's out, right on the sideline. That's a great play. And then we come back. And I think it's actually the very next play. Again, we can get this curl route to Devonta Smith. Right? So you hit the top of your drop. Boom. Ball's out. First down. Excuse me, the last play was first down. This was 2nd down. After a penalty puts you behind the sticks, back-to-back timing routes to Devonta Smith negates that penalty and gets you a first down. Solid platform, cleats in the ground, rips it to Devonta Smith. Totally unnecessary slam there by Dre Greenlaw, but we won't get into that here. Now here again in the red zone, it's going to be a cover 0 blitz against empty. All 6 of these guys are blitzing. That means we're going to be hot. This time we're sliding the protection this way, which means one of these guys is going to come free. And Hurts is going to throw the ball over here to A.J. Brown. At this point, it's happened consistently enough. I think this is what Hurts wants. I just think he doesn't want to throw hot right behind the guy that's coming in. Maybe it's because of the tipped picks. Maybe it's just his preference. I don't know. It's fine as long as you'll do it consistently. But he's going to hit the top of his drop and get the ball out to A.J. Brown. Staring down the barrel here, knows the hit's coming. Gets it out to Brown down to the 1 yard line and sets up the back-to-back brotherly shoves for a touchdown. So again, you watch off the right side. Lane can't block both these guys. He takes the most dangerous man. Hurts gets the ball out. That's good stuff. That's what you have to be able to do that out of empty. The Eagles love to run empty. You have to have an answer for a 6-man pressure out of empty. And I thought the Eagles were on point with that in this game. Another third down this time. First down is at the 35-yard line. The Eagles are not going to pick this up. Nick Sirianni's going to punt on 4th and 2. I've already talked about what I thought about that decision. But Hurts is going to be moved off of his spot here. Lane Johnson gets kind of pushed back into the pocket. Hurts has to step up. Now, if we watch this play, Hurts is no longer in danger, right? He's stepped up. You've got a receiver in Olamide Zaccheaus breaking over the middle who's open for the first down. I would love to see Hurts set his feet here and throw the ball. It's third down, like getting 5 yards here, and maybe he thinks we're going to go for it anyways. Maybe he thinks this is a risky throw over Fred Warner, but I just think there's room for him to make this play. Now it's too late, right? And I also think there's some fault here from Kenny Gainwell. Like, you're not an option anymore. I feel like Kenny Gainwell, go either block Fred Warner or turn around and block this guy. Block somebody and give Hurts a chance here. He just kind of stands there, and his guy ends up making a tackle. Like, that's maybe a first down if Gainwell blocks downfield. So a little bit of I think Hurts should make this throw, a little bit of Lane getting beat on third down, a little bit of Kenny Gainwell not knowing what to do in the scramble drill, and the Eagles end up punting on a key fourth down. Here we're going to see Hurts getting all the way through his front side progression, and he's going to get to the backside dig. And so the Eagles are going to run a sail concept. We got a vertical route, and then from the tight end, you're going to have like this corner or this out route, and you've got a flat route. It's a 3-level stretch, right? We're trying to stretch the zones, really trying to stretch the underneath defender with this corner route and this flat route. Now, the 49ers do a really good job playing it. Eventually, Hurts is going to extend, and he's going to find this backside dig to A.J. Brown. And so we'll roll this one, and you can see, look at the bottom. There's not really a throw to be made here. I mean, you could get it out quick to the flat, but that's not really the play that you're looking for here. He's able to extend. A.J. Brown sits down in the middle of the field and gets the ball out. I think it's a good job of extending by Hurts, a good job by A.J. Brown to recognize where he's at in the progression, where he's at on the field, and just sit down and make himself available to Hurts once he breaks the pocket. So, again, you can see Hurts keeping his eyes downfield. He's not looking to run. He's looking to extend, to push the ball downfield, and that's what you want to see. The Eagles are going to run a mirrored concept here. They're going to run a 4 verticals concept. You got vertical routes from your inside receivers, and you've got deep comeback routes from your outside receivers. Now, Jack Stoll's the read here. This is going to be a zone defense. Once he clears this defender, Stoll is going to start to bend his route inside. You don't want to just keep running straight up field because there's a safety there. And so you bend this route inside. There's a window here that Hurts should be throwing this football. I'll watch it here. Right now, as he's clearing this defender, he opens up and starts to get inside. This ball needs to come out. Put this ball right here. And Hurts just doesn't do it. Again, it's there. It's open. Hurts is going to roll out, and he throws the ball away. It's another miss. And again, I don't know if that's a mistrust of Jack Stoll. Earlier in the game, I would have said maybe it's a fear, perhaps a healthy fear of Fred Warner, who's incredible over the middle of the field. Fred Warner's not out there on this play. You just got to rip that one, I think. It's just got to come out. And there you have it. just a bad game by the offense. And I think a lot of it starts with it being a bad game by number one. There's certainly some concepts that I didn't care for in this game from Bryant Johnson. There's issues with running the football, but there's no denying that Jalen Hurts was just rattled in this game. He wasn't firing on all cylinders. It's okay to have a bad game. It's not okay to stack bad games. And so the Eagles really need Jalen Hurts to bounce back in a big way against the Dallas Cowboys this week on Sunday Night Football.